What's up, yo? Episode 5 of the Simulacra podcast. I'm here with my friend Luke Miles. Say what's up.
What's up? What's up?
Let's just start it off by you introducing yourself. Let the people know what you're about.
Yeah. So I'm Luke Miles. I've known Cisco for it's going on 4 years. We've been tight since freshman year of high school. We go to the same school. I think we share a lot of similarities in terms of characteristics and personality. So I'm excited to see where this takes us, and let's get straight to it.
Yeah, for sure. Damn, it seems like you got to be the host. What's up? You carry
What's
this shit.
up, bro? What's up?
Online school, bro. We've been together for the last 3 years of high school.
On me. Yeah.
It's not the same. What are your feelings about it?
There's pros and cons. A lot of cons. Don't get it twisted. A lot of cons, bro. A lot of cons, and I'm not a huge fan, but I do kind of appreciate that it's allowed me to do some things that I wasn't able to do before. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of widened my schedule. So I've gotten into this routine with online school where I'm going to the gym every day and I'm working every day and I'm playing baseball and I'm still getting school done because it's been shortened. So I can appreciate that. Obviously miss all my friends and I like to get to know the teachers, you know what I'm saying? I miss that social aspect. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's hard to learn. I feel like I'm not really learning, you know what I'm saying? So
Do you think we'll go back maybe for a little bit at the end of the year?
I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I really hope so, but I don't know how likely that is. It's not seeming
Yeah.
like we're going in a positive direction right now, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of people have stopped talking about it because it's so common, I feel like. But it's the same. Numbers are still growing. People are still getting cases. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's a
Yeah.
toss up.
I mean, I hope so because we're starting college next year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Facts.
start that shit online, because right
Yeah.
now, senior year, we got some interesting classes, but like you said, it's not the same when it comes to learning.
Facts.
Some classes, there's 2 kids with the cameras on. Some
Yeah.
classes is none. Some
And
classes,
and the teachers be asking hey, let's get a group discussion going. Ain't nobody turn on their
nobody
microphone.
talks.
I feel bad
And
for the teachers.
there's even some shyer students that if we were in person, they'd talk.
Yeah, facts.
But it's it doesn't feel right, unmuting
Yeah.
yourself.
No, it feels so weird waking up every morning just to log onto your computer and sit there. You know what I'm saying? No purpose.
I would wake up an hour before school started. Now I could wake up 5 minutes before, wash my face, get dressed,
Literally,
turn on
bro.
my
I even
computer.
show up right on time for school and hop into class 5 minutes late, bro.
And you would get to school 30 minutes early before.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous, bro.
But there is some good things. Probably wouldn't have started the podcast
Facts.
if we were doing school normally.
Shout out to Simulacra. Let's get it popping, yo. But
yeah,
it's allowed us to definitely expand more because school takes up 6 hours of our day when we're going to school, you know what I'm saying? And we're there, so we can't really do anything else. But now we're at home. You know what I'm saying?
It's 4-hour days.
Facts. It's cut short. 3 hours for us even because we got open periods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We get out at 11. So it's I don't know, bro. But that's the only pro I could really think of, to be honest.
And on top of it, as seniors, we're missing out on all the cool events, dances,
Facts.
whatever it is.
Yeah, so I feel like we really got screwed kind of as seniors though.
Yeah.
You know
I think we'll have graduation in person. I think we'll have a graduation. They figured it out.
Yeah, we're already doing stuff in person. You know what I'm saying? We just have to be careful. But I hope so. I think that we might go back to school, and if we go back to school, we'll definitely have graduation in person. But even if we don't, I still feel like we will have graduation in person. So.
It'll be spaced out or something.
Yeah. Hey, social distancing, 6 feet. Mask too. Yeah, facts. Over your nose, bro. Over your nose.
For real.
Terrible.
How has baseball worked with COVID?
For the school or for club? Because I do a little bit of both. For my club, so the governor just recently instated baseball back for the state, so we could start playing in tournaments again. But we couldn't for a while. So all summer I was playing with GBG, this baseball group. It's a national baseball group. But all of our tournaments were in Arizona and Utah. So we didn't play a single tournament here because there were no tournaments. But so yeah, it was like every other weekend we were going out of town to play tournaments, which was cool. But towards the end, it got a little like tiring traveling that much. But
Yeah.
I mean, but there's no changes like to the game. Like we'd have to wear face masks like coming to the game, but we wouldn't have to wear them like when we were playing or
Yeah. Yeah.
anything or in the dugout, which what I'm saying. It doesn't really make sense. Like, but
Some things just, there's a certain point where people aren't going to sacrifice everything,
facts,
you know?
facts. Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes people would just rather take the risk. And I guess the reason they're okay with it is because, we're young. And so technically we're not the group that's at risk. So those
yeah,
tournaments are going to
yeah,
keep going.
yeah. And I have like, I have a see. So like people like my dad, they're unemployed right now, right? Because he's in Cirque, so he's not going to work because they can't have the shows. And they even announced that they could do half capacity, but the show that he's in with half capacity, they still be losing money. So, but I just don't understand. Like, I understand if you're like living with somebody who's might get it, you know what I'm saying? Or like you're close with somebody who might get it. But I feel like if you're an old person and you're scared, and this is kind of like, this is a bit selfish in a way, but like
Mhm.
it's just the way I operate. I feel like if you're really worried about getting it and you're really scared about getting it, stay home. You know what I'm saying? Stay home.
Yeah.
And, but then you'd have to apply for unemployment and a lot of stuff goes into it, you know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, it's been so long without this stuff. Like people are starting to go crazy. Like
Yeah.
starting to go crazy. It's
Well, let's get that vaccine going, scientists. Come on.
shit. Hey, you know me. I'm ah, 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 in a
It's good to
lab.
know.
In a lab. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, in some countries it's stricter. Like I have family in
Facts.
Spain
Yeah.
where they have like states of emergency and you
Yeah.
can't leave the house between like 9 p.m. and 6 in the morning, which you'd probably be at home regardless,
Regardless, right?
but still there's more like government restriction.
Yeah. Which
Um,
I think is needed. To be honest. Um,
yeah,
but it's
like in
kind of late.
South
It's
America.
kind of late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like in South America, for like a month, you couldn't go out at all. Like no stores, nothing were
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
But America, first of all, it's a little too late, like you said. And so I
Yeah.
guess at this point, we're kind of just going for herd immunity.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like we're like a business country, you know?
Correct. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And if we were to do that, like, so many people would lose their job. Like
Yeah.
already, people can't pay rent.
Right.
Um, so hopefully things go
Yeah.
back to normal.
It's. I think it's definitely an issue that we didn't really prepare for. You know what I'm saying? As a whole, we didn't really see it coming, and we didn't expect it to come ever, probably. You know.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's
yeah.
crazy just going through your camera roll and going through like pictures of us just not,
Yeah.
well, I mean, now it sounds crazy to say 8, 9 months. Like that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It hasn't felt like that long.
I know. But it
But
also
just looking
shows.
back,
It also shows for me, like I haven't seen a lot of people, but it also showed me who like my realest friends are, bro.
yeah,
Because like there were people at school that I was friends with, you know what I'm saying? Back when we were going to school. But as soon as like we stopped going to school, yeah, I never heard from them, right? And I never
yeah,
thought to text them either, right? So it really showed like it showed me that like you were one of my closest homies because we haven't seen each other in what 8 months, something like
yeah.
that. But we still managed to stay close. And here we are today. You know what I'm saying? So
It kind of shows you, small circles are better. You don't.
facts, facts.
Uh,
And I
in
think
high
it's
school.
teaching us. But
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Uh, our friend Tyler is the one that said that the people we still
facts,
talk to now are the people we would have talked to once we graduated.
facts. I mean,
Uh,
yeah,
which is a small group of people. But I mean, what else do
facts,
you need?
facts,
Like,
facts.
look at
You don't,
look.
you don't need a lot of people, bro.
I know
You
some
don't.
people from school might be watching this, but like, straight up,
Straight
I'm not
up.
gonna remember half of y'all. Like, that's just
I
what it
really
is. Like,
don't. Like, I really
that's
don't.
just
Like,
what it
if you
is.
if you wasn't sending me the homeworks, I don't know your name, bro. Keeping it a buck, bro. Like, I don't know. But yeah, nah, it's
But
not. But I feel like freshman year though, we had like a, you know what I'm saying, like a bigger group. And just as
mhm.
the years went on, bro, it just shrunk and shrunk and shrunk. And
it's
like,
we started getting to know each other better, so we found
yeah,
out who we were closest to.
yeah, yeah,
And plus, we've hung out outside of school.
Yeah, facts, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
sick.
but yeah, things are looking weird,
Yeah,
but we still have to like apply to college, even if we're going to
facts,
school online.
facts, facts, facts,
We
facts.
still got to do all this shit,
Yeah,
and we don't know where we're gonna be in a month, 2 months, forget a year.
yeah.
Uh, what are your plans for the future?
Uh, so I really so I play baseball, so I've been talking to some schools, about going to college there. Some schools out in Cali, and then I've applied to UNR and UNLV. So, as backups, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
um, I'm I want to make that step to where I'm like on my own. Like I
Right.
feel like I've lived here for a while. Feel like I'm starting to grow up, get older. I know that sounds cliche, but whatever. But like I'm starting to get older. I'm ready to go out and live on my own and experience, different setting. Part of it is like I feel like I've lived here so long, like I know everything here. Like there's nothing to do here for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Work, I guess I could work, different jobs or whatever, explore that era. But I really want to just go out of state and like kind of explore that. Even if I hate it, I can always come back. You know what I'm saying? And
Of course.
try to live life here. But like I just want to go and experience like a different setting. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
that's important for sure. You gotta go to places where you're gonna be uncomfortable, but that's where you're gonna
Yeah,
learn the most and everything.
facts. It's gonna be a learning curve, you know what I'm saying? But I'm
Yeah.
also scared though, to go to college, um, because I feel like I'm not learning anything right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just scared that like I'm gonna do this whole year online and get fantastic grades,
Hmm.
but I'm not learning anything. And then go to
Right.
college and when it comes back, I'm gonna be clueless. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because I didn't really learn anything. And although like half my classes are electives and things that I'm not gonna take, like I just
Like
it's gonna be
math,
weird going
English.
back. Yeah, I mean my math I'm never gonna use again. I've already maxed out on math, bro. Like AP stats. Shout out Coach Gregorich, but I'm never gonna use that, bro. Give it a buck unless I'm watching a baseball game or something.
Talking about that though, you want to go into marketing, right? Sports
Yes,
marketing or something like
right,
that.
right, right.
Where did you sort of start thinking that that's what you want to study?
Um, okay, that's good. That's good. I've always felt like I was sort of like um someone who has a good say in things and like has a good sense of like what's in, you know what I'm saying? Like what's
What's
popular.
trendy? What people
Yeah,
like?
facts. So
Right.
like
Hmm.
and I always feel like if I do something, like it's gonna influence other people to do the same thing. And that's not
Yeah.
trying to be cocky, that's just like a characteristic that I think that I have. Right.
Hmm.
So I really started thinking like what kind of jobs will let me be able to like be myself and maybe like help others want to like, be more like the most trendy thing. And marketing, a lot of it is like finding what's in and promoting that. You know what I'm saying? Think of new ways that businesses can promote themselves. And I think that I'd be really good at that, and I feel like I'd be able to be successful. But I also feel like I like
You
doing it.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's one of the big things for me. I feel like I'm well rounded. I could be successful in a lot of different things, but I'd rather do something that I'm going to enjoy and be
Exactly.
successful at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
And eventually market the Simulacra podcast, right?
Well, that is the plan. You know what I'm saying? Promote it,
Yeah.
merch. What do you think? Tie-dye simulacra? Tie-dye simulacra? Yeah. What's up?
Everything.
Hey, we live it all.
Merch is something I'd really like to do
Yeah, and I
down the
like that
line.
little logo that you have too. That little TSP with the eye.
Bro, literally made that on Google Drawings. Dead
Yeah,
ass. Like
you
don't
could
I
put it
don't
on like, hey, you could put that little like logo in the corner of a black tee,
and it's
and then on the back you could put like a motivational quote.
yeah.
But you could do it to where you could put like different motivational quotes on the
Hmm.
back, and you could make it like a one of one thing. So like every single one has a different. It'd be more work, but it'd also make it like more
I
genuine.
mean
You
that'd
know what
be
I'm saying?
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did sort of like the I don't have money to get
No.
Photoshop
Right.
or
Right.
anything
Right.
like
Right.
that. I don't
Yeah.
have the most minimal like graphic design skills.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
I knew the whole idea of the podcast was something about like vision, like
Right.
perspective. And
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
putting the eye in there
That's
was
why, yeah, I like the eye.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The eye is,
Appreciate that.
yeah, it's that third eye, bro. We can get into that though. Like,
Oh, we'll get into that. We'll get into
we start off slow, bro, but ooh,
yeah.
yeah,
Um Back to the whole future thing, though. You'd like to
Right.
explore places,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
college out of state, hopefully.
Yeah.
Um, but where would you like to live? Would you like to live where you go to college to, or is there like a city you think is like your niche?
Mm, you know, I want to stay close to family. Uh, at the end of the day, like if I'm gonna choose where I'm living, I would love to live in California, although it's expensive. You know what I'm saying? And there's really nice parts of California, and there's really bad parts of California. It's all about
Yeah.
where you can live. I wouldn't mind living like I want to stay on the West Coast. I like the
Right.
weather here on the West Coast. I like Vegas. It's not terrible, but I can't see myself living there in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe like Oregon, Washington. Someplace a little cooler, but
It's
it's
it's more
nicer.
it's more modern than the East
Right,
Coast
right,
too.
right, right. Yeah, and if you're someone who loves the cold and fishing and nature and all of that good stuff, the East Coast
Yeah.
is for you. But it's just not. It's not. I can't picture myself down there.
And
At
if
the
you're
end of
gonna
the
be
day.
like a business marketing, something like that, like
Yeah,
LA.
the West Coast is booming. West Coast is
Right.
booming for sure.
Exactly. I mean, same for what I want to do. I think
Yeah,
uh, LA would be a really good place because that's where like a lot of comedians live,
facts.
actors, etc.
Yeah, a lot
But
of popular
it seems like
people are on the
everybody's
West Coast.
moving. All those rich Cali people are moving to Texas.
Yeah, I seen that, bro. I seen
Yeah,
that. And
Joe
Texas is so like
Rogan.
Texas is a good area because it's cheap to live.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of area. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
And it's the
it's a big state.
economy is good there too. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
big,
and
but
it's not as expensive as Cali.
facts. It's crowded. I mean, it's not as crowded. You know what I'm saying? It's big. You get probably a lot of land for the same amount that you could get like a little cookie cutter house in Cali. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why people are moving out there. I think because the weather's not terrible. It's like Vegas weather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Joe Rogan, Elon Musk.
facts.
All right.
These people have big businesses though. You got to think.
Yeah, they have a
It's a
lot of
good
money.
yeah. It's a good place where you want to expand your business. There's
Hmm.
also a lot of opportunities down in Texas too.
I'm pretty sure like Austin is a city that's like getting a
Yeah,
lot of technology.
Dallas.
Yeah. I mean, shit. But maybe we'll live there down the line. Who knows? Who knows where life
Yeah.
takes us?
Yeah, bro, it's
Every little
crazy. We have
decision
no
we make day to
idea,
day.
bro. I know, and it's crazy. It's crazy to think that like maybe we're doing this podcast right now, and it's gonna
Hmm.
affect something I do in a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's the little things that like you could be doing and you're not knowing it that could affect you down the line, but you'd never
We don't
know.
even know how we're gonna be talking 30 minutes from now.
Yeah, facts. We're just kind of going with it,
Be a
and
way
like
different conversation.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, that's just how you gotta live life, you know. Like in the
yeah.
present, you're
In a
worrying
moment,
about tomorrow when you don't even know what's gonna happen.
yeah, I don't
Um,
remember who said it, bro, but like one of the things I always tell myself when I feel stressed or like worried is, uh, we worry more in our imagination than we do in reality.
yeah,
So like
facts.
if you're never worrying about something when it's happening in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You're always worrying about it when it's about to happen or when
Right.
it's gonna
You're
happen
stressing
like
about
two
it.
days from now, right? So like
Yeah.
you're always more stressful in the future, and you can't control the future. You can only control the present. So I tell myself that a lot when I'm feeling stressed out or like anxious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just really
Yeah.
like that quote. I don't remember
The,
who said it.
it's like why plan things when no plan ever goes exactly to plan. You know, just gotta. You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
plan
yeah, yeah,
something
yeah,
for
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
year,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
don't know what's gonna happen 6 months from then. Could take you
Right.
in a whole different direction.
Right, right.
So
There's a lot of variables that come into play, bro. And yeah,
yeah, you just gotta
it's
enjoy life.
you gotta
It's
live
difficult
life
right
to
now
the
to do that,
fullest.
but
I agree. I agree. But at the same time, you gotta find something that you're
of course.
comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, my schedule, I'm comfortable with it, and I'm happy doing it. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I don't really mind online school. I'd love to go back, but like I found something that I'm comfortable with doing,
Right.
and like it's easy going for
Absolutely.
me.
And
So
sometimes like I must have said this in like the first or second podcast, but like my
yeah,
mom would tell me like if you're bored, you're dumb. Like there's
yeah.
always something
Oh,
you
I
can find
like
to
that.
do.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, and like if it wasn't for just being at home and quarantine and like online school and having all this time, you
yeah,
could just decide to be bored. And you
yeah.
know, your day will go flying if
Yeah,
you're scrolling on your phone. But you could also find something valuable to do, you
but
know?
bored is also a decision that you make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be on your phone scrolling through TikTok. To somebody, that's boring. To
Yeah.
other person, that's what they do. So
Right.
bored is a mental thing. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, playing a game, yeah, that's boring to some people, but to some people it's fun. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So bored is all in your mind of what you make it. You got to make the situation what you want it to be.
I remember just it's crazy. Like just 3 months ago, before school started,
Okay. Yeah.
whole summer I must have played 10 hours of video games a day.
Oh, we was on every
Literally
day. Every day we was on.
every day. You weren't on when you were at work, but other than that,
Facts,
we were
facts,
on
facts. Well,
all
I was
day.
working a lot, but yeah, like
And
weekends, bro.
I, it's kind of crazy, like how we almost didn't have a problem with it, but like looking back at it now, like that was terrible, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably more things. There's better things that we could have been doing,
Yeah,
but in the moment though, it was fun. You know what I'm
it
saying?
was fun.
I
It
had a
was
good time getting on with the boys and
yeah,
gaming. You know what I'm saying? But
and we don't know one day we're gonna be like too old and we might never be on again. So,
facts. So make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
um, you got some things to talk about when it comes to this.
Okay.
When it comes to afterlife, where the earth
Okay.
comes from, all
Okay.
these sort of philosophical questions. Let me
Okay.
know your thoughts on simulation theory, afterlife, whatever it may be. I know you got your things to
So
say. Let me know.
so we could kick it off with a simulation, bro. But
Uh huh.
I really do think that there's a great possibility that we're in a simulation. And I was reading about it the other day, and oh snap! I dropped my phone. You good? All right, you hear me?
Yeah, I
My
can.
fault, G. My fault. But I really do feel like it's a good chance that we're in a simulation, and I can tell you why, bro. I can tell you why because it's a 1 in 3 chance. Okay, so let me ask you this: do you believe in like infinite timelines?
I I don't know enough about it to be able to answer that
Okay, okay.
question, but
Well,
why
this
not? If I were to learn about it.
facts. So basically,
Okay.
this relates to the theory that there's infinite timelines. Okay, so like right now, and like another timeline is like a nanosecond after and a nanosecond after. You know what I'm saying? So like all the way up for infinity. So like I've already lived my life already in a different timeline. But in this timeline right now, I'm still alive. Okay, and I'm only 17 years old. But basically, this theory um, so states that there's like a 1 in 3 chance that we're actually in a simulation. Okay, so I'll give you the three options, right? So
Well, you know.
the first option is that our civilization reaches what's called technological peak. Okay, so everything that we believe right now in technology that could happen happened already. Okay, so we reach that point, and it's ethnically wrong for them to make simulations of past people, right? That's the first option. They just don't do it because one, it's wrong. You know, they have like morals that say they shouldn't do it. You know, they have bad, it's against the religion. You know, whatever it may be. The second option is that our civilization as a whole, like the Earth, dies out before we even reach technological peak, right? Which wouldn't allow us to do simulations. And the third option is that civilization reaches technological peak, and in technological peak we'd have the ability to create simulations, and we would create simulations of past life forms.
Oh, so we're a simulation that's gonna get to a point that makes more simulations.
Exactly. Or so infinite timelines, right?
Okay.
So this, if the first timeline, even though there wouldn't be no first timeline, I guess, right? If a timeline, oh, okay, this is hard to explain. But if like if the civilization reaches a point where they can get to technological peak, it might be in 40 years, it might be in 50 years, it might be in 1,000 years, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Whatever it may be, in that technological peak, that allows us to make simulations of past people. But then when we would do that and make the simulations of past people, going along with the infinite timelines, that simulation would then also have infinite timelines.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Then with
I
that
sort of
simulation would
yeah,
get to the point where they would be able to make other simulations.
I sort of get it, and it sounds like this technological peak is something
Yeah,
that could come in 1,000 years, but
yeah,
also in the direction where we're going with our world. Is there gonna be another 1,000 years?
exactly, bro.
Um, well, that's another thing. It's humans aren't gonna destroy the Earth. Earth is gonna destroy humans. Like global warming, whatever. There's still gonna be a planet Earth. There might be no
Okay.
plants. There might be
Right. No, no
no
humans, none of
humans,
that.
but
Right,
there's
right,
still
right, right.
Earth. And in
Okay.
1,000,000 years, everything will start growing back, and it'll be okay. But
Right.
just
It'll be
humans are gonna die.
right.
But like Elon Musk is making that Neuralink chip, and
Yeah.
if it
You
gets
put in your
advanced enough,
brain?
yeah, we
Yeah,
could be
that's
living in our own separate
nuts.
realities. You could be living somewhere if you choose to, and I could be living somewhere else.
We might already be doing that right now.
Well, I sure hope not, because I kind of want this to be real. But
But at the same time, it's possible that everybody has their own reality.
ooh,
You know what I'm
mm.
saying? So like
So
in
like
in
you're
my
seeing,
reality right now, I could be doing a podcast. But everything that's going on is only a part of my reality. So it'd be real
so
to
I'm
me.
an illusion.
Correct. But
Mm.
you could be a whole different person, or you could be the same person. You could be watching TV right now, and that's part of your reality. But in my reality, you started a podcast and we're now doing it. But I would never know if it was your reality because everything that you do and everything that I see and hear is only a part of my reality.
Have you seen the movie Inception?
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it.
It's kind of crazy how I don't know if it's dimensioned or something, but they go into like different timelines and everything. I guess
Yep.
it's sort of something like that. I also saw this Black Mirror episode,
Okay.
and I guess Black Mirror is sort of like all of its episodes are like somewhat dystopian, like a fucked up future essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've watched all of them. I only have like one or two left,
Okay.
and this one was about this girl who lost her boyfriend or her husband. He
Okay.
died in a car accident.
Okay.
And then there's like this AI that like takes all his past tweets, emails, videos, and like creates him as a
Right.
computer. So
Yeah.
like she can talk to him. It's not actually him, it's a computer, but it
Right.
knows everything about him.
Right.
And so she feels like she's talking to him. And then she was able to buy like this body
Mhm.
that would form into him. Like it would look
Right.
exactly like him, move like him.
And then you put the little like whatever the AI did,
Yeah.
you put the AI in the body?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Huh.
he's like a robot, doesn't have to eat nothing, but it's like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, I don't know if we create some shit like that, we're basically going to lose all our humanity. Like if a loved one dies, we could
Yeah.
just replace him.
Yeah.
But like
It's
moving on, pain, like all these things, all these emotions are a normal part of humanity. But it's kind of scary that
yeah.
someone could even think of creating an AI that could just replace someone who passed away.
Yeah, and that's literally what separates us from being robots is
Hmm.
that emotion factor. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Where we're able to feel things that are unexplained, that we don't know why we're able to feel.
You
That's
don't
what
need to
separate.
explain them.
Yeah, that's what separates us from being a robot. You know?
Yeah. But
'Cause
I, I hope that doesn't happen so that we don't lose our humanity.
yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
this, I must have talked about him on the last podcast too. This
Right.
Russian AI scientist. He
Yeah.
does research at MIT. His name's Lex Friedman. And he wants to like create his own social media platform,
Okay.
but it's different. It's more positive.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
understands people better.
Yeah.
Like he even wants to create like AI partners for people to be able to talk to and shit. I don't know. It's crazy, kind of
Yeah.
crazy. Like,
I don't
but
know
then
if I
again,
like
you have to
that.
think that I don't like it either. But you have to think
Right.
his perspective of the world is different because it's literally what he does for a living. Like he's an
Yeah.
AI scientist. He's gonna
Yeah.
believe in robots being able to better human
Because
life.
that's what he does. Yeah.
That's what he does
Okay.
exactly. I wouldn't believe in that, but that's
Yeah.
like his goal. So we'll see
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
does it. He's still young.
Yeah.
But I guess the technology we have now isn't serving us that positive purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if he can do that, that'd be a good
Yeah, I
thing.
mean, I think that there's positives and negatives to AI. A lot of negatives, though. I feel like we don't really need it, but we want it because we're getting more and more lazy as a generation,
Facts.
more and more unwilling to do things ourselves, which is why
Mhm.
the whole theory, like, which is why AI sounds so cool and so interesting to so many people, is because we're just so lazy, to like
It's
do things
there-
ourselves.
it's already replaced a bunch of jobs.
Yeah, I know. Which,
Uh,
I mean, I guess it can be good and bad because they get things done faster and they're not gonna make as mistakes, but it takes away from who we are as
exact mistakes
people.
are natural,
Yeah,
normal.
yeah,
One thing that worries me, I guess you could say I'm a little behind, but everybody has their own timing.
right.
Like I just started driving,
Okay.
and in 5 years, 10 years, are we even gonna have to drive? Are
Yeah,
our kids gonna even need to get a license?
yeah. I think about that. I've crashed 2 cars.
Get into that.
Sad, but the first one was a little fender bender. Um, Second one was really bad. Um, I was going a little too fast, turned the corner, my car lost control, and I hit a lady head on the other side of the street, and my car lost control. And so, yeah, but at the end of the day, like, I think about it and like at the like Tesla, where you on the freeway, like I was talking to this dude at work one time, right?
Mhm.
And he drives a Tesla, and you would have never guessed by looking at him that he drove a Tesla. But we started talking and having a conversation. He was like, "I drive a Tesla." I was like, "Really? How is that? Like, can you really drive it by like just sitting there?" And he told me that he drove from Henderson to where I was at the Centennial YMCA. That's like a 50-minute drive, 40-minute
Yeah,
drive
yeah.
without touching the wheel one time. I said, "No, you didn't." He said, "Yes, I did." He said, "I hopped on the freeway and I didn't touch the wheel one time." He said the technology is so advanced that there's a camera in the car that it shows you where you are, and then it tells you 3 cars behind you and 3 cars ahead of you. It knows where they're at.
And Tesla has like an operating system that can like receive updates.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like a phone when you get the new iOS.
yeah. But
Um,
yeah, and you think about if every single person is driving or not driving and in their own like basically controlled car, they're all gonna be linked like a GPS.
there's
So
gonna be
there's
no
no
accidents.
accidents. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? The only time people are gonna drive is for fun. Like you're gonna have like an ATV that you take out to the middle of nowhere and
That's
drive
kind of
around
what
for fun.
sucks, though. It takes the natural part out of
Yeah.
it.
The
But at
accidents
the
are bad though, you know what I'm saying? DUIs are bad. And it can
Yeah,
fix a lot of problems too though.
yeah. I mean, you're probably that's another thing. You might not even have to buy a car. You'll just
Yeah.
it'll be like an
Well,
Uber, self-driving Uber.
facts, no, like if you get it, like let's say everyone has to buy one, right? Um, but then that car will last you generations and generations. Like you may have to get like a new engine or whatever they're running, like you know what I'm saying, motor. But like that car is never gonna fail
Mm,
on you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
technology is
it's
gonna get that advanced.
yeah, so it's crazy to think about. And it might happen in the next like 30 years, bro.
If even,
Facts,
if
facts,
even,
facts.
there's
Elon Musk
already
is a
self-driving cars.
dude, bro. Elon Musk is a dude. He's nuts.
He's crazy. He's gonna
He's,
take us to
he's
Mars.
hey, he smokes weed too. On Joe Rogan's podcast, bro. Joe Rogan was like, "Hey, hit the spliff, bro. Hit the spliff." So funny.
Would you live on Mars if we could?
Nah,
No.
too many risks, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be the first. Maybe in like some other people lived up there first and were like having a grand old time. You can catch me up there. But it's also like, but you got to think like it's also like a 2 year mission to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like
I'm
it's
sure
not
they'll
like
have
you
some fast rocket or something that'll send you there
probably like
in a couple days or a couple
facts,
weeks.
facts,
But
facts. Yeah,
Still,
you know Dylan Seacrest?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so he's becoming like a mining engineer at UNR, right?
Okay,
And his goal, him and his brothers, wants once Elon Musk makes the movement of like people going up to Mars, he wants to be one of the first dudes to go up there and like colonize Mars. Him and his brother.
that's big visions right there.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of crazy, you know. Like I don't know, you know, how I feel about that, but
Who knows?
yeah,
Again, like
it's just
day
part
to
of the
day, we'll
unknown,
see
bro.
how it pans out. Um, shit, it's scary, bro. What's gonna happen
Yep.
in the
Yeah.
future? Um, you started watching Joe Rogan way
Yeah, of
before
course.
me.
Yeah, of course.
How did you get into podcasts?
My dad's a big podcast guy. So it started like, well, first, I don't know what I was searching up on YouTube. Probably some stupid shit. I'm not even gonna lie. But like Joe Rogan clips started popping up in my like suggested.
Right,
So I started watching the clips before I even started watching like the actual podcast. And but my dad was like a big podcast dude. So every time we were in the car together, like my car, his car, he would always have a podcast playing. And so that's really kind of what got me into it. And it's interesting too to like hear people's discussions and not just like reading something. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It's a good way to learn information, even though it might be biased towards that person. It's a good way to like learn. It's an interesting way to learn
You can
information.
learn from everybody.
Exactly. But that's really how I kind of got into it. But yeah, and I think like you know it's interesting to see what people have to say and like all these different people have different opinions on the same thing. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that's why Joe Rogan succeeded so much because
Yeah,
he has the ability to talk to anybody.
yeah, facts,
There's a
facts.
lot of podcasts out there. Like there might
Yeah,
be some on like sports or whatever, but Joe
yeah,
Rogan can talk to anybody.
yeah,
Like he just did one with Kanye West.
yeah. I saw that. I saw that.
What'd you
That's
think of
big. Um, you know, I think Kanye's crazy, to tell you the truth.
that?
I think that Bros is out of his mind. You
Yeah.
know, I think that he should stick to making music, even though his
Mm.
music's not that good anymore.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm gonna have
Kanye.
to. Okay,
Wow. Anymore.
anymore. Okay,
He
okay,
used to be
okay.
tough, bro. He used to be hard,
Yeah,
but right now Kanye, he's at a
yeah.
steady declining slope for me. But yeah, he's an interesting person. I think he's crazy though. I think he's nuts.
I don't know. A long time ago, Kim Kardashian had said like when Kanye puts his mind to something, he does it. And this
Right.
president thing, he had said it a long time ago, but then like kind of last minute, he was like, "I'm running," and you
Yeah.
can't even vote for him. Like, well, actually, don't quote me on that.
You could write his name in the ballot. I think.
But even if he would win, he can't be president. So why do you think he's
Why?
doing it? Because he like registered too late,
Right to be
something
to
like
run
that.
for
Like he,
president.
yeah.
Hmm. Why do I think he's doing it?
Hmm.
One, because I think he's nuts and he's delusional.
Okay.
Right.
Fair.
That's reason
Okay.
number one. Number
Okay.
two, I think it's publicity stunt because he loves attention.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think he loves
Or
attention.
maybe I think it would take away votes from a certain candidate. But that's what I think
Oh, I
personally.
think it's a little scheme going because he's a Trump supporter,
Exactly.
bro. Yeah, he's a Trump supporter, so
He's like friends with him and everything.
yeah. So I think that at the end of the day, ooh, that's smart though. That's smart.
That's just a theory. Like don't get it
Yeah,
twisted.
yeah.
But that's what I'm
That's
thinking. He's friends with him. It popped up right when he can't win anymore, but he would still be able to get some votes. And Kanye is someone who would probably get younger votes, which is what Trump isn't getting.
right. Trump isn't going for the younger people.
Exactly. The younger votes tend to go left.
Ooh, right, right.
That's just what I'm thinking. But I don't know. This election's cruise, bro. Like fucking the last time there were like
Yeah,
the Russians were involved. I don't
yeah.
even know. There's
But
mail-in
I'm not trying to
ballots.
like one thing is like I hear people's opinions left and right. But
Of
I
course. No,
rarely
me too.
ever give my opinion because I'm too young to vote. And I'm
Same.
not going to have to deal with this problem when I'm voting because Trump,
You're not.
if he wins, won't be able to run again. right?
Hmm.
It Biden might win and then run again, and then Trump might run again. It's possible.
I don't
Okay,
think Biden. I hope he wins, but I don't think he would even run again because he's just too old to
so
barely
old.
run
He
now.
might die. He might die like 2 months into presidency.
Okay, not that soon, but
He's
maybe,
got
maybe.
dementia, bro. He's a robot.
Yeah. Hmm.
He's a robot, bro. I think he's a Democrat controlled robot. They tell him what to say, he says it. He's a good face for the Democratic Party.
Yeah,
An
it's
old white
unfortunate
dude.
because there were other good candidates. Like
Yeah.
uh, Bernie's old, and he went on Rogan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, Andrew Yang. I'm thinking Andrew Yang is going to be big for the next one, 2024.
Yeah.
Like there were some good candidates that could actually like speak, had policies, and
Yeah.
then the Democratic Party put all of their bets on Biden.
Yeah.
But hopefully they weren't wrong. We'll see.
I mean,
It's just we're so
he
divided, anyways.
yeah, I think that I don't know. And I think, bro, the Supreme Court, I feel like this may be bad and it may not be like the smartest thing to say, but I feel like the Supreme Court, all 9 people,
Hmm.
should be registered independent
Well, the
because that
Supreme
means
Court's
they swing both ways. You know what I'm
the
saying?
Supreme Court's nonpartisan, so technically they don't have a party they belong to. Their ideas might lean left or might lean right. Like for example, if you're anti-abortion, you lean right, and
Yeah,
if you're
right.
pro-choice, you lean left. But technically, they don't have a party. They
Wow.
strictly make their
I thought they were
decisions
still
based.
registered though.
I'm not sure. I'm not the most educated on that. This
Me
is
neither.
this is another
Me
thing.
neither.
I feel like okay, so we can't vote. We're both 17,
Right. It doesn't
and
matter.
we're not turning 18 before the election, which
Right,
is
right, right.
coming up in just about a week.
Yeah,
But
Tyler could vote.
I hope he does. I don't care who he votes for.
No,
To the
you
people
have
that
to
are
vote. You
18,
have to vote.
to the
You
people that are
must
18
vote.
or 19 or are voting for the first time, I, nobody cares who you vote for.
You
Just
don't have
vote.
to tell anybody. You don't have to
You
tell
don't have to
anybody.
tell anybody. No,
It's your
doesn't
right.
matter.
Vote.
But just do it because in a democracy, it's the only voice you get. So
Yeah,
use it.
it's your right,
Um,
bro. It's your right to vote.
exactly,
Vote.
of course. But where was I going with this?
You were talking about uh
We
young
can't vote. Oh
votes.
yeah, we
I don't know.
can't
Yeah, yeah.
vote.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
But like half of our class can't. Like
Yeah.
half of us are 17, half of us are 18.
Yeah.
So I think U.S. government should be taught like junior year or
Thank
sophomore year.
you.
That's my
Yes.
opinion because
I think that U.S. government should be a class every year. I think it's
hmm,
super important. I
yeah,
feel like, and I feel like it's not a subject that you can learn all in one year. I think there's
that's
so
true.
many different parts of it that I guarantee we're gonna not learn about in government class, but we might learn about later down
There's
the
so
line.
many elements to it,
Yeah,
or
it's
like some sort of like current events class, something like that.
yeah, I like that
Because
idea.
kids
That's
don't watch the news. Kids don't check shit out.
yeah, facts. You never catch me watching the news a day in my life. Like
I mean, I would,
no,
I would
I would
watch the
watch it,
news.
but I just don't. I just
It's
don't
just
watch
too
it.
depressing, bro.
Yeah, a lot of it's so sad.
Like if they had some good news every once in a while, maybe I'd watch it. Because obviously you need to be informed, and
Yeah,
nowadays you don't even know if you're getting factual information. You
facts.
also have to be careful where you're getting your news.
Or it
Uh,
might be facts. It might be factual information, but the
but
wording
bias
they use
is
like the
bias,
context that they use is super biased.
right?
You know what I'm saying? But
But
I
it's
really
just
think that the school system.
should teach government earlier. That's
I
the
just
thing.
think that
Like
the school system.
election day is always in November, so to the people that are gonna vote for the first time, they're only gonna have like a quarter
Yeah,
of
of
U.S. government
government.
class,
Yeah,
which is like you learn
beyond me,
how the Constitution was written.
bro. Yeah, we're
That's
learning
it,
about like John Locke.
and that's
Right,
important too. That's
right.
important because
It's
I feel
important to
like
know where it came from.
a lot of people who think they're like ultra American, ultra patriotic, don't represent like the core ideals of this country.
Right, 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 right.
That's something I was going to tap into when we were talking about Kanye.
Yeah,
This whole like slogan for running for president is this like Christianity based government,
Right.
which I'm assuming the majority of Americans of America is Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But this country was literally based on religious freedom.
Yeah.
It was created by a bunch of people that immigrated, like fleeing religious, prosecution,
Yeah.
persecution. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So like to make America Christian is like the opposite of America. It's all about religious freedom and just freedom in general, freedom of
Yeah.
speech.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, government should be taught because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, lower taxes, lower, like they don't even know how it works.
Yeah.
They don't even know how the
I
system
don't even
works.
know really how it works.
Exactly. So
You know
how
what I'm
are we
saying?
gonna?
Talk about somebody who, and I feel like I'm pretty smart. You know what I'm saying? For a
Mhm,
17-year-old, you know what I'm saying?
mhm.
But I don't really know how it works, and I guarantee you, there's other kids that don't know how it works that are just throwing their vote out there. Like
Yeah,
I feel like by the time you're able to vote, each time you vote should be important. You should never throw
absolutely.
your vote away
No,
and
like
just
vote
vote
for
for
like
it.
one of the small parties.
I don't believe in that at all.
It's not gonna do
It's a
anything.
waste. It's a waste.
It
At
is.
the end of the day, it may suck. You may not like either one of them, but
But you
at the end
have
of the
to
day,
pick.
either one is gonna win.
Exactly.
And you don't,
Exactly.
and
That's a good
so
way to put it.
you gotta vote for someone who you
Yeah.
like a little bit better than the other one.
And that's another thing. People are like, oh, but it's just one vote. But if a million people think it's just one vote, that's a million votes.
Yeah,
It's like when your parents are like, oh, we're going to go 30 minutes early to church so we can get a seat. But if everybody says they're going to go 30 minutes early to
facts.
get a seat,
Then you're
nobody's
not
getting a
gonna get a
seat
seat.
regardless.
Yeah,
So don't think about nobody else. Just
and at
go.
the end of the day, a lot of people think alike. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So like, there's people that think, oh, it's no big deal. I guarantee you, your next door neighbor is probably thinking that too. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, it's so common that people think alike
Yeah.
that it might make a difference. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
for sure,
Um, yeah, you just got to do your thing regardless.
definitely,
Uh,
definitely,
but yeah, I could just put this out there. I'm not going to, one of the things that like sort of inspired me to make this podcast is like all the polarization we have now.
right,
Like people on the right don't talk to people on the left. And
yeah,
I don't like using those terms because it's
right.
just politics. And I feel like you can't get politics involved with life, love,
No,
friendship. It
no,
doesn't work.
no,
It's not that deep. You have to be informed because you got to vote, but it's not that deep. But this podcast is sort of made to bring anybody on, you know,
yeah, yeah.
right,
It's not,
left.
has nothing to do with politics. It's about who you are as a person.
Of course.
You know?
But it's like we've entered a world where none of that matters. It's just
Yeah,
politics.
yeah,
It's like if we
yeah.
disagree,
I agree.
I'm not talking to you. Go fuck yourself. And
Yeah,
I wanted to make this podcast for that so that we can have anybody on. And I hope we start getting different minds on for guests so people can
facts.
start seeing that
Yeah,
that
and I
you can
hate the
talk to
fact that
anybody.
like I hate the fact that what I really enjoy is the fact that we understand what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Us too as kids understand what it is. But I hate the fact that I see on Snapchat all the time, I see on TikTok, if you support Trump, don't talk to me. If you
That's
support
another.
Biden, don't talk to me. Like you cannot tell me that I will hate somebody because of their political beliefs.
The
You
issue
can be a
is that
great person and be super friendly and nice and sweet, and you could be great friends, but you could have a different mindset on politics. You know, it doesn't change
two
the fact.
two things.
Yeah,
The two candidates we have are probably more controversial than ever.
right.
Um,
They're
a lot of
polar
anger,
opposites.
a lot of
Polar
violence.
opposites.
Right.
Yeah,
Normally, they were both just chill ass politicians.
right. And they were respectful, which is the big difference.
Exactly. Exactly. They were going against each other, but they both had the
Yeah,
same goal.
right.
But second point is that the people that are saying this stuff are like some of them can't even vote,
Facts. Yeah, yeah. Like,
or like young ass kids. Like, why are you saying I'm not going to talk to you?
what? Yeah, like,
Or like people, have you seen those TikTok videos like 10K likes and I'll kick this Trump sign over?
yeah,
It's like,
like,
look, I'll
why?
put this out there. I'll put this out there. I'm not scared. It's not going to do
Yeah,
nothing because I'm always down to listen to
facts.
all sides.
Facts.
But when it comes to like policies or whatever, I lean left.
Yeah,
But
me
it
too.
tends to be like this left side people that are like, if you support Trump, fuck you. Like, I'll kick
Yeah,
over this sign.
which
Or like,
I
it's
don't
like,
like. I don't understand, bro, because
yeah.
I just don't
And you
understand
can
it.
really disagree with Trump, but you also don't understand where his supporters come from.
Yeah,
Like, if you were born in their position, you could be exactly the same.
yeah,
Or maybe they don't understand where you come from. So it's what's the point? That's just adding gas to the fire.
yeah. It's
Um,
it's
and that's like
yeah,
supported. It's like, yeah, you go, like you're doing your part. Like, what the fuck? It's
yeah.
just
That
crazy to
shit
me.
is so dumb, bro.
It's so
And at the end
stupid.
of the day, it's politics. It happens
Yeah,
one time every 4 years. We vote for a new president.
it comes and goes.
Exactly. So I mean, it's a big deal right now. Don't get it twisted. In a year and a half, no
And
one's gonna talk about it.
we're sports fans. I was just talking to my other friend about this the other day. It's
Yeah.
like you're a baseball fan, right? Let's say you got a
Correct.
team you support. I'm wearing
Yeah.
my jersey right now, right?
Yes, sir.
And like we're young. We haven't watched sports for, let's say, 20 years. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're not even 20.
Right.
Like, let's say like one of your favorite players gets traded and you're like, ah, shucks. Like, some big star that's going to come on your team might not even be born yet. So like, why are you going to trip? You know, again, saying, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Like,
a
yeah.
good ass player could get traded. You don't know who you're going to get in 5 years. Players come and go. Same with
Yeah.
things with politics. It
Same with
fluctuates,
presidents. Yeah, they come
comes
and
and
go.
goes. It's
Yeah.
like,
And
why?
that's with everything though.
That's with everything.
Everything. Like that could always relate to everything, you know what I'm saying?
Women.
But I'm happy right now, bro. I'm
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
He's
Let
happy.
me
He's got a girl, so we're not
little
gonna get into your
shorty, you know what I'm
business.
saying? Hey, we could get into it. I could give you my opinions, but I'm happy right now. I got
Yeah,
a
give me your opinions
on what?
on women
On
coming
women?
and going.
Ooh. I think that shoot. It's a patience game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be patient and you gotta be yourself at the end of the day.
Hundred
You know what I'm
percent.
saying? So you're gonna find someone that likes you for you. You will. It's gonna happen, you know. It may not be as quick as you for others, you know what I'm saying? But
Everybody has their
women,
own timing.
yeah, and to have a healthy relationship, you gotta be understanding.
Yeah,
Like if my girlfriend right now was to tell me, "Hey, look, like I'm really not feeling you," you know what I'm saying? I think I'm thinking about moving. I think it's time we break up. I would understand because and I would be okay with it, but because I'm understanding of where she's coming from.
because that's actually like loving her. If not, it's attachment.
Facts. Facts.
If you don't want that, then it's just attachment.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
How are you and Shorty though?
I don't got one.
Oh,
They're
you
not
not
worth the
talking to her no
time.
more or what?
I'm not talking to nobody, bro. Come on, bro.
Why?
We're live, bro. Dude is crazy, yo. We're live.
Bro,
Look at
what's
this
up?
man.
Hey,
This is
it's
why
personal, bro.
I can't be having friends on the
Oh
podcast,
my
bro.
god.
You know what?
Yes,
No,
you
no, no, hear me
can.
out, hear me out.
Oh my god.
I'm leaving the email. The podcast email is in the description. If you're watching this, if it's in your suggested, whatever it may be, you want to be a guest? Email me. Hit me up. Let me know. We'll put you on.
Facts.
We'll take anybody.
Facts.
I
And
can't.
I got like 452 followers on TikTok. So when you get a TikTok DM from me saying like, "Hey, come be on the Simulacra podcast,"
Yeah.
don't be surprised when a little
Luke's big like that.
famous
Luke's
creator.
big like that.
You know what I'm saying? It happens. Yeah, I might be
Yeah.
reaching out to people soon.
I just got it sucks that freaking like China's on the whole TikTok shit. But like that's a sick app for
Yeah, no,
like blowing
it's a
up
great
and like
fucking app.
being an
Like
influencer.
I really enjoy the app. Like it's one of my favorite apps in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's kind of it's a little scary though, like how personal it is to you, like
Yeah,
based on what you like. Like your for
yeah,
you page is
yeah.
literally for you.
Bro, no, no, no. You have no, bro. It's our whole phones, G. Like,
Yeah.
I've been looking at cars because I'm trying to get a new car, right? And all I see on Instagram ads, Snapchat ads, used cars, used cars, used cars. Like, what?
I was this is crazy. Well now temperatures are going down. It's pretty cold. But like just like a
Yeah,
month ago, it was hot. It was still really hot.
facts, facts.
And my room, for some reason in my house, is the only room in the house that the AC doesn't work.
My room gets so hot, bro. Is your
Like
room above the
85
garage?
degrees. I'm sorry?
Is your room above the garage?
Ooh, I think
Mine is
so.
right above the garage, and mine
That
is
might be
always
why.
the hottest room in the house, bro.
But even if that was the case, the AC should work. Like the air doesn't come out.
Oh, that's just
And
fucked.
so I just texted my friend. I was like, my AC doesn't work, whatever. Literally like 10 minutes later, searched up a YouTube video. The ad, bro, was like AC repair Las Vegas. I was like,
They listen, bro. I'm
it
telling
works
you,
that quick.
they
I
listen.
mean, it was a text message, but it's crazy that like the algorithm or
Oh,
whatever it is, like
facts.
picked it up that quick. In just
Yeah,
10 minutes, I had an air conditioning repair ad.
yeah. It's
God,
nuts, bro. I think there's a lot of technology that we have no idea, like what is going on, bro.
blessed for the social dilemma, we know a little bit more now. But
That's true. That's true.
yeah, it's when you think about that, like that's made for you to spend more money.
Yeah, they're
Like
trying to
those
get you to.
targeted
It's
ads,
business,
they're
bro.
exactly
Marketing.
like,
It's marketing.
damn, I hope you don't go down that path that you're
I'm gonna
using
go. I'm
people's
gonna go down.
information.
I'm gonna definitely use people's information. I'm gonna be going on people search history.
You're ruining your career, man. Come on.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But yeah, like we're all being profiled.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, TikTok's a great app. It's a little bit more positive too. I think that's the worst things about social media. Like everybody started comparing themselves because everybody sort of puts their best image out there.
Yeah.
Um, and that's kind
Yeah.
of yeah,
Yeah. I feel like a lot of it people like that are on the app like just are like not themselves at all. Like I feel like a lot of these big people, you see their things on TikTok, but you meet them in person and it's a different person. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, and
yes,
I can't stand that, bro. I can't stand it. I
yeah.
can't.
Or they change with the fame.
Yeah, yeah. That's like I can understand that. I understand
That's
that. I don't
normal,
like it. You know what I'm saying? It's normal. But
but
like
we wouldn't know that.
changing your whole personnel to the
Just
appeal of people. You know what I'm saying? It's
you're
like
not
doesn't
gonna.
make sense.
It might help you in the short term, but
You're not gonna be happy.
you're gonna be doing that for like how many years? You're not gonna be happy.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I just think about like people that post like I know you post this. I used to post like little TikTok dances. You know, we get
Yeah.
a
Hey.
little bit this. You know,
Huh?
hey, we go crazy.
Huh?
Oh,
Wait. Wait. Uh. Huh?
oh,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
we
used to
hit that
grow up,
on
right?
sync.
I'll be
Come
honest.
on, that's just the chemistry, bro. That's just the
Right.
chemistry. It's
We've
usually
been had
training
that.
that.
We've been had
Yeah,
that.
we've been had that. But it's like you ever think, or like we've done this, but you ever think like look at it? It's like how many times did they record that?
And 2, 3 times.
I mean, we're cold, so we could do it on first try. You know,
Hey, a
I'm
little
sure.
woo walk, a little woo walk.
Oh,
Yeah.
sturdy.
Hey, Snoop 30, yeah. Well, other
But
people
I'm
ain't got
sure
it
some
like us
people.
though. They ain't got it like us.
No, they don't. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
no,
got it
no,
like
no,
us.
no, we different.
Up next, bro, from the jungle. Come on. No, but I do feel like some people take like 10 tries, and it's
Yeah,
just not.
you be getting sweaty and shit in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because you think you dancing, bro. You gotta take a break.
Facts,
But
facts.
no, yeah, people definitely they try really hard.
For
And
what?
sometimes it pays off. Sometimes it pays off. Don't get it
And
twisted.
that's another thing. Like even if it wasn't for social media, I feel like we always do this. Like when you walking down the store or something, you're trying to like not to look weird or whatever. But it's shit. I mean, that might just be me. I remember when I was younger, one time. No.
No, go ahead, go
I
ahead,
don't
go ahead, go
know.
ahead.
I don't know. Well, I'll never forget this, but I
All right.
remember I went to the store once and I had like my soda filled up all the way, and if I would have walked like a little too fast, I would have spilled it. And so I remember trying not to look weird, trying not to make my soda spill.
Mhm.
Little, anyways, what I
No, I
um,
understand. I understand. I
what
understand.
I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is that even if you look like a dumbass on social
Facts.
media, even if you did it like first try and you look stupid, Someone's gonna laugh at you, scroll, and they're not even gonna remember your face in 20
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
So that's the point that I was trying to make.
Yeah, but people are afraid of that one time that you look stupid and it blows up because you look stupid. And then
And
from
don't
then on,
post,
you're that stupid looking dude. You know what I'm saying?
but ain't
But
nobody
at the end of
forcing
the
you to
day, yeah,
post.
yeah, then don't post. Yeah, it's really that
Exactly.
simple. It's really that simple.
Yeah, if
Like
you're insecure about
there's two types of trying hard.
it. Mm,
One is trying hard to look good for other people, and two is trying hard to be good for other people.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
mhm,
You could try hard to be good,
mhm.
right? To where you're actually working hard.
Right.
Like if you're a dancer, you're working hard to look to it's looking good, but if you're a
Better.
dancer, it's
Right.
also being good, you know what I'm saying?
Or
But
like
there's
if you play
people
an instrument, like getting it down.
facts being good, but there's
Mhm.
these people that want to look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not gonna get you very far
Like
looking good.
changing the clothing, just a
Yeah,
bunch of shit.
it's like
You know
two
what it's like to try hard to be good though? Beast baseball player. Been playing since how old were you?
I was like 4 years old. I think when I started,
Four?
I was like four. Yeah,
Let us know. What are your biggest moments? What has baseball taught you?
baseball has taught me a lot. Um, Taught me a lot about life situations. I guess I feel like it's taught me a lot more than I could really even say. Like, but it's been there for me. At the end of the
Mhm.
day, it's been there for me. It's been an outlet for me, which I think a lot of people need to have is an outlet. Um, but it's
Yeah.
always been there. When I'm sad, when I'm tired, exhausted, bored, but it's always been there. I can always go out and throw a ball against the wall. I can always go to the cages and hit, but it's also it's been fun, you know? At the end of the
Met a
day,
lot of people.
yeah, tons of great people, tons of great coaches, tons of great friends. And even if I don't go to the league, even if I don't go to like a D1 4-year college, you know what I'm saying? I've met a lot of great people. I've had some great experiences. I went to the Little League World Series back when I was 13.
You liked it, so you didn't waste your time.
Exactly. And the reason why I'm still playing is because I've never gotten to the point where I don't like it.
Right.
Like I know I can't tell you the amount of kids that I grew up playing with that have quit playing because
Yeah.
they get burned out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I really fully believe that kids should take breaks. I've taken in my like 11 year 12 years playing baseball, I've taken lots of breaks, like not playing for a summer, taking a break, and then finding a new team. And at the end of the day, it's what's kept me playing.
Right.
'Cause I know so many kids that we played together when we were 7 years old. I ask them, I see them like, at the gym or something. I see them at the gym or they like start working with me or something like, hey, bro, you still playing? They're like, nah. And I ask why. And they say, I just got tired of it. It wasn't fun. And that sucks. And it's sad, you know? It's sad to see that. But yeah, it's been good. It's been a good outlet for me. And it's been there for me when I needed it.
I mean, and on top of that, it's a workout, to exercise,
Yeah,
physical
baseball,
activity.
not really.
Well, yeah, let's be
Practices,
real.
practices,
Practices, yeah, but during the game, you're either standing or in the dugout.
sitting. You're either standing, sitting, or jogging. Maybe running.
Maybe you
Maybe
gotta get to first.
sprint every once in a while. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's more about
it's
it takes a
different.
lot of
Like,
skill though. It's
I
a
mean,
very mental game.
I was ass. Let's be so real.
You were not, but you were a dog, boy.
I was a dog. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
different.
yeah. No, hey, he be
If I
lying
would
to
have
the
kept it
podcast.
going,
He was fired. Yeah, he was goaded.
if I would have kept it going, it was big leagues, like straight up.
Without a doubt. Like he's raw. He raw talent, raw everything. He's different.
No, but you convinced me to do it somehow,
Yeah,
and I appreciate that.
yeah,
Because shit, I probably wouldn't have ever played the sport in high school.
right.
I know you clown me for this, but
You're
I
playing
used to
this
be
year.
sick, huh?
You're playing this
If
year.
we go back,
Hopefully,
if we go back, I will. If we go
definitely,
back, I
bro.
will.
Definitely.
But it's just
Gotta
like
fight.
still risky, bro. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
We'll see. I have
yeah.
older parents. That's the
Facts,
only thing that holds me
facts,
back.
facts.
Um, but yeah, like middle school. I mean, again, like I was like fucking 4'8", so I can't really say I was athletic, but I was good. Like I did karate. I was sick, yo. Like straight up, bro. I won 3 world championships. Like I was sick.
You got a black
For
belt, bro?
I did, yeah.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
gotta have it in here, bro. If it's not here, I'm getting back on camera. But you gotta stop clowning me for this, bro. Because I was really like that. I was really sick. Look at this.
All right, bro. Karate's cool. Don't get into it. Hey, put it on for me, yo.
I don't even remember how to put it
Hey,
on.
tie it, bro. Tie it,
I'm
bro.
so serious. Put it in a tie it
Let,
in a little butterfly like
let me see
these
a
ones.
kick. Let me see a kick. Let me see a kick, bro. Oh my god.
Not quite playing, bro. I know, but
All right, nah. Back to you for real, bro.
I was good.
All right.
I quit because I didn't like it anymore. I went
Yeah,
back to soccer.
yeah.
But again, like even though I was good at it, I never really took a break. Just did it
Yeah.
for like 5 years straight, and
Exactly.
then I got
Yeah.
tired of it.
Yeah.
And also like a lot of that was not that I didn't even think about it, but when I started, we had a big school. Like
Yeah.
we would have classes with like 30 kids.
Yeah.
And towards the end when I left, there were not a lot of people.
Like in the karate gym, you mean?
Yeah, and yeah,
Karate
like
school.
it was either a bunch of new kids and then just like the black and brown belts that had been there for a long time. But there were only like 10 kids per class.
Right.
So it got boring.
Yeah.
I left.
But it
And
also teaches you like how to be respectful.
discipline.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the word. Discipline.
Karate's big on discipline.
Yeah, but I feel like all sports though teaches
Yeah,
you some
yeah,
sort of discipline that you need to have that
of
skill set
course.
to be able to
And
follow
and
instructions.
teamwork, sportsmanship.
Teamwork is key. Yeah. And sportsmanship
Um,
is not just in sports. People don't understand that.
no, it's being able to
Sportsmanship
work with other people,
exactly, but it's also being like a good
respectful.
teammate,
Yeah, yeah.
which doesn't always relate to sports, you know.
No,
Sportsmanship
at a
can
job,
yeah, yeah, facts.
you got to be able to work with other people, even if you don't like them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you've played on teams where there are kids that you just don't like, but you got to like when you go out on
Tell me about
Saturday
it.
to play your game, you still got to be you're on the same team.
Yeah, yeah. And
Um,
are we really like? I really never let it. Like, I may hate somebody, but I'm never gonna let it affect my game.
mhm.
So the way that I play, I just don't talk to
Baseball's
them.
kind of but baseball is a more individual sport,
Baseball,
sort of,
no.
sort of.
Baseball is the most team sport.
You say so?
I think because one person, like in basketball, is the most individual sport.
Basketball.
Yeah, you work more as a team, but one player can carry your team to win,
Okay.
right? You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Each play involves the team in basketball.
But in
So
baseball, the ball could
you
go
can
anywhere when you're on
in
defense.
baseball, you could have one person on the 9 player team do absolutely amazing, and you could still lose 15-2.
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because in order to win a game in baseball, each and every person on that team needs to contribute.
Hmm.
Every person has to contribute. I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, it's more like you can it's easier to individually stand out on a baseball team, but you will never win games being an individual player on a baseball team. You
Hmm.
know, that's why Clark lose every game, bro. Like I almost quit. I almost quit playing baseball my sophomore year. Did I ever tell you about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. We talked about it.
Like it was to the point like I don't know. It was just I felt like I was playing my heart out.
Exhausting.
I felt like I was playing my heart out every game. You know, I would
You
put up
weren't
like
getting
one or
it
two runs by myself, and we would lose like 15-2. And it was sad. You know what I'm saying? Like I had never lost like that before.
because you went from freaking Little League World Series
Right, and then to
star
like
pitcher.
LVR and Dirtbags, which was like club teams that we were winning every game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when I went to Clark, you know, I went to Clark because the homies convinced me, and they were going, and I didn't want to leave because I was part of the magnet program, which I'm blessed to have gone to Clark. You know, here we are
Hmm.
today. But
Of
with the
course.
baseball program, you know what I'm saying? It was hard for me, but you know, I took a little break over the summer. I literally didn't play my sophomore summer.
I
I didn't
remember.
I didn't play. I worked. You know what I'm saying? I took that
Yeah.
break and then I joined GBG, the club team that I play for right now. I joined them up in the fall and it was like I had never left. You know what I'm saying? Because it
Yeah.
was to the point where like I was going to practices, but like I didn't enjoy going to Clark practices, which
You were
was
just
first.
going.
I was just going to go, and I'm playing games to playing the games, which sucked. You know, it was just like terrible feeling. But then I got back to it, and junior year we didn't get a chance to play. Um, but this year we're in
And
3A.
it actually looked like you guys would have been somewhat solid.
Yeah, I think that we would have been
Didn't they
better than the past
they
couple
bumped you down a
years.
division, right?
Yeah. So this year we're in 3A, and Chaparral wins 3A every year. And my past 3 years of high school baseball, we beat Chaparral. So I'm excited for this season. Hopefully, we have a season. I'm super excited to play. Even if the team isn't like crazy good, but I'm excited to play
It'll be
for
fun.
sure. Yes, sir.
We've already missed out on enough memories that we could have made. So, but
Facts.
the good thing is that us personally, we still did a lot of stuff outside of school. So it's like
Yeah,
it wasn't like we worked our asses off and then we were like, okay, senior years when we're gonna like live it up and make memories,
yeah,
And
we hung
at
out a
least
lot.
because we didn't know this was gonna happen, but at least we can look back and say, we still had fun.
Facts. Facts.
You gotta damn, I forgot how it was. It was like anyways, I forgot the quote, so I'm not even gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that segued. I was just saying like I'm grateful that you somehow got me into baseball.
Yeah.
I thought baseball was the most boring sport to
Yeah.
watch. To watch.
It is boring to watch.
It is boring to watch. Unless you're like super analytical and like love everything
Right.
about it.
Right. Or it's your team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I didn't know how to play. I didn't know how
The
to
World
throw
Series
a
game going
ball.
on right now.
Really?
Yeah. You want to
Let me
look up the
check the
score for
score.
me? Thank you,
I'll check
bro.
the score.
Because I'm missing out on the World Series game, bro. I was watching it. I watched like the first
But look,
30 minutes.
there's gonna be a simulacra. There's gonna be a World Series every year. But the
Facts.
Simulacra podcast, bro, priorities are priorities. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
All right, bro. All
The
right.
Dodgers are winning 4-2.
Yeah, all right.
About
That's
to
all I
go
need.
into the
What
sixth
inning?
inning. About to go into the sixth. The fifth
All
just
right.
ended.
All right.
4-2 Dodgers.
Let's get it.
But
Yours.
yeah, it was. I guess I not even consciously thinking about it, but like baseball was sort of pushing my limits because it's something I had never done before.
Yeah.
No experience. Had never
Yeah.
thrown a ball. Like I'm not good, but I played soccer. Like I do shit with my feet.
Right.
And it was a sick experience. Like again, being in the magnet program, like we really only knew kids in the magnet program. But on the baseball team, we were able to talk to whoever. That was also good. Met a bunch of new people.
Yeah.
Bus rides with your team, like those are memories.
Yeah. No, the bus rides. Yeah. And practices were cool too. Like,
yeah,
we all hung out and spent time together.
Get blown out, get back on the bus, and it's still a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I do like Clark because I love the kids. It's a unique set of kids.
Yeah, and like it's also like almost humbling. Like our field is dog shit.
Oh my god, it's
no
terrible.
offense to Clark. Like we love you guys. We love Clark.
I'm literally not
sucks,
supposed to be talking bad about Clark. I'm not allowed. But the field is terrible. It's terrible.
Is that actually
bro.
a thing?
Yeah, like Coach G. You know Coach Lloyd?
Yeah.
He got fired.
Why?
Because he like badmouthed Clark on Facebook or some shit.
I was on that team, so I wouldn't get it. I was being coached by him, so I get it. I would have also badmouthed us if I was a coach.
Yeah, no, Coach Lloyd literally like went on Facebook and was like, "These kids fucking suck." Like
he's like 8, bro.
Yeah, I know that motherfucker.
Years old.
Yeah, like I loved Coach Lloyd though. Oh my gosh, did I have a selfie with him, bro?
So cool.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I mean, I get it. I was on that team. When we were on that team, there was probably like 2-3 kids that had any baseball experience. The rest of the roster was all first year.
Yeah.
So it was kind of clownery. Being in the top division, like that just can't.
Yeah,
shouldn't have been allowed.
It's because our basketball team was so good, but it took way too long for them to finally say like, all right, we're gonna separate each sport up by their by division.
I wasn't even gonna talk bad about Clark. Like it's not. I wasn't saying like the kids were bad. Like love my.
I love the kids to death. Yeah,
coach was good. I'm just saying the field is crap. Like that's not something.
It literally is.
That's an objective. That's a fact.
It's literally like a fact.
That's not an opinion. Like
it's not
dirt, bumps, like I mean, that kind of gave us an
But
advantage.
but but at the end of the day, yeah, when you practice on that field
You get better.
and then you go to like a field that's nice and smooth,
You're
you're not
ready.
gonna make errors,
But
bro.
but what I was gonna say is we went to there's a private school in Las Vegas for those I don't know who knows, but it's called Gorman, and their baseball field is like a mini stadium.
Oh my
That
gosh.
has stadium seats, grass is sick, dugouts that make you feel like you're in the MLB, bro. Like
Yeah, yeah,
sponsored by Gatorade, like it's different. And
yeah.
I remember like being the clown of the team, getting off the bus. We're all like everybody's like looking at this dugout like, yo, this shit's sick. And I put my backpack down. I put my backpack down on the dugout, and I'm like, boys, don't ever forget, there's nothing like home. And it's like, and like the dugout at Clark, bro, filled
Yeah.
with dirt,
Dirt,
chewed up seeds,
like a
bro,
trash can with no trash bag in
a
it with like
brick bench.
oh,
Yeah,
cigarette butts on the on the floor, bro.
but
Oh
there's
my
nothing like
gosh.
home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was humbling
Yeah,
about the experience.
yeah, you gotta, and you know you're gonna get killed. Like you know,
But you
hey, but
still go out there and you still play.
we only lost by one to Gorman the past 2 years.
That was crazy.
I just want to throw that out there, bro. We only lost to Gorman by one the past 2 years.
Yeah.
I went crazy about 2 years, but you know
You can't
we gonna
carry
get
on a
them.
baseball team. You said it.
You literally can't. You literally can't.
Yeah.
It's literally impossible. But yeah,
I think,
I find jokes a way. Jokes are definitely a way to ease stress and
of
anxiety.
course, and I think that's
Laughing,
probably
smiling.
knowing we were gonna get smacked. We were like more motivated to play,
What was the score?
and we would look at the other kids, bro. And even though it was JV, Gorman
Yeah.
still always has like the best players, like some freaking 6'5" pitcher, and you're like, holy shit. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like these big ass dudes, even though, and I don't even know what varsity was. You probably know they look sick.
Yeah, they were raw. They
Um,
were raw. I played
yeah,
with a lot of those kids though,
but
so
that just like makes you angry. It's like we're the bench warmers,
yeah,
like
facts.
the
Yeah,
bad news
the
bears.
underdogs, bad news,
Exactly,
bad
exactly.
news
You see a
bears.
bunch of us like short
Yeah,
little kids like going out there, but
yeah,
that made it fun. It was like you want to beat them.
yeah.
Didn't happen, but it was a good
Nah.
experience.
Was it close?
I don't even remember. Closest game was against Foothill. We lost 5-4. We don't talk about that game though. Last game of the season.
I think, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I think those 4 runs of that game were the only runs you guys scored all season.
No. We scored runs. We scored runs. We probably had like 1 or 2 a game. For real.
You scored like that?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dap up. We're talking about.
But it was a good experience. Got to play a new sport, meet new people. We kind of went off a little too personal. People watching the podcast probably don't even know what we're talking about.
Whatever.
But whatever. We're having fun. We're enjoying it. That's the point of this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. And also to learn about yes. I'm sure you guys know a lot about Luke just listening to this and not even knowing him. So but yeah, like that's the kind of thing where like if it wasn't for having a friend, I would have never done it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes we need someone to like push us and be like, just try it,
Yeah.
we're arrogant. Like everything, we tend to say no in life.
Yeah, a lot.
We tend to say no. Like if we don't plan like a hangout, you're like, it's like last minute. No, like, but just do it.
Yeah.
Go play a sport. Even if you're asked, go do it.
Yeah. Everything's an experience. Everything.
You're gonna be able to look back and
but part of it is like, if you're willing to do it, you're also willing to learn from it.
Of course.
So it's a lot of it's being willing. Like if you say no and you don't do it, there's no way you're gonna learn anything from it because you don't even do it. Right? Mm-hmm. You gotta lift that guard of like, oh, I'm gonna look like a dumbass if I play. Like, okay.
So what?
So who's gonna care? You know what I'm saying? Like you might get clowned here and there. So what?
But again,
yada.
Nobody's gonna remember.
Exactly.
I don't know why we're so like egotistical like that. Like we think that people are watching us or something.
Well, nothing that we do in reality even
makes
really matters.
Makes a mark.
Bro, did I show you the diagram, like the human diagram of how long we've been on this earth
All right,
as
we got a
humans?
14. This is 14 billion years, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening to this on Spotify, I guess you won't see it, but just imagine me extending my arms out. 14 billion years. The Big Bang, right here, since the beginning of time. We're a speck in those 14 billion.
No,
We're
yeah.
living.
If you
We're gonna live.
spread your arms out,
Uh huh.
right, as far as you can, that's how long that the earth has been around. You want to know how long humans have been on earth? Shave a sliver of your fingernail off. That's how long humans have been on earth.
That's how long
Like, it,
humanity has been on Earth
yeah,
entirely.
yeah.
Imagine, like,
Humans have been on earth.
like it's like when people are talking about billionaires and they're like, "What's the difference between $1 billion and $1 million?"
A million
Imagine in
millions.
years.
Yeah,
Imagine in years. And shit, I mean, I don't know. I might die at 30. I hope not. I hope not. But like, who knows?
facts. You don't.
Who knows? I mean, you got in a car accident. You're blessed, bro. Like, so happy you still have here. You never know.
Facts. Facts.
You
Yeah.
never know. So you gotta enjoy every
Yeah.
day.
That it's taught me like, and I was able to learn from that experience. Going back to that, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I was able to learn
Exactly.
that you're not given everything. You're not guaranteed life on this planet. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You gotta be grateful. You gotta tell people what
And
you're
there's
feeling.
consequences for everything.
There is. I'll
But
face the consequences. Trust.
again, like on average, let's say we live 80 years.
Okay.
Like that's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Like do good things in life,
Yeah.
regardless. Do good things.
Yeah.
Don't say it's not gonna matter. It's 80 years. It
Facts.
it probably won't make a big impact. But just still like just having that perspective of what the universe is, you can't be stressing little
You
shit.
can't. You can't.
You just can't because it's not worth it. For
Yeah.
you to have those 80 years and spend half of it stressing or just worrying, for what?
Yeah. It's
For
not.
what?
It's
You only
not.
get one time. Actually, I don't know. Maybe you get reincarnated. But let's just say you get one time.
Possible. That'd be so sick, dude.
I feel like there is some sort of reincarnation.
Gotta be.
I think so.
Egg theory.
It's possible.
We
It's
are
just a
all
theory.
we are all a reincarnated version of each other.
It's some afterlife is one of those things that you can make a billion theories about it, and not one of them will probably be right because there's just no way to know.
And
You can probably
you'll
get
never
close.
know
You never know.
unless we bring someone back from the dead or something. We'll
That's another
never
thing.
know.
Like, religion is good for people. It is. It's a source of faith. It's a source of hope.
Yeah.
But it's. I also wouldn't want to commit my life to something that I don't know about.
Yeah.
Um,
The way I feel, I respect religion and what it does for people,
100. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Of
it
course.
changes people's lives for the better. And
Of
you know what I'm
course.
saying? It gives people like something to rely on or like
It's another form of an outlet.
exactly. But I just can't. I'm someone who needs to see it really to like really put my faith into it
Hmm.
and like really can see it, feel it, touch it, whatever. And something like that, it's just too big for me to even wanna, like put my everything into it. You know what I'm saying?
Still believe in a higher power. Still
Yeah,
believe in a God. But it's like wouldn't commit my life wouldn't commit my life now to have a not promised afterlife.
yeah, yeah.
So just enjoy your life, do
No,
what you
hundred
love,
percent.
and when you post that TikTok dance, don't do it 9 times because just do it once. Nobody gives a fuck. Do it if you like it. Do things you love.
Do it once like
Be happy.
us. We're different.
Be around people that motivate you, that support you, that are
Facts,
good for you,
facts,
that you can be yourself around.
facts.
Um, we're losing touch of that, bro.
Yeah.
Scary. But I don't even remember what. Damn, we went from like baseball to universe. Holy shit. Oh yeah, that's
We
another thing.
always do this, so.
Always do this. That's what's great about it. That's what's great about it.
We always do this.
But that's another thing. Like you get these 80 years in what humanity is, and then the universe. It's like you have to also think how blessed you didn't choose when you were born, and you're
Yeah,
not gonna choose when you die.
yeah,
So like imagine how blessed we are to have been born in this day and age.
yeah.
Because
It's a
just
great day and
200
age to
years
live.
ago, 200 years ago, which again seems like a millisecond in what the history of the universe is. 200 years ago, people were doing surgeries and like not washing their hands and just cutting
Yeah,
shit open and like
there
switching
wasn't such thing.
tools.
There were
And
no
now we have
cars. There were
amazing
no
technology.
TV. There was no
Yeah,
internet. Like,
yeah. And now we have like amazing technology that can save lives. Like we
Yeah.
have the internet, which makes everything so much easier. We have cars. Uh, it's like to not appreciate that is insane to me.
Yeah. I agree.
Insane.
I agree. I agree.
So I think that's a positive note to end the podcast on. To
Yeah,
just
for
be
sure.
humble, appreciate, try new things, push your limits,
Live in the
and don't
present,
stress.
you know what I'm
Live in the
saying?
present.
Be
Don't
yourself at
stress.
the end of the day.
Hundred
Be
percent.
yourself.
And to be yourself, first you gotta let go of. You, I had a quote there. I
What
feel
was
like
it?
I be talking in quotes sometimes.
Let me hear it.
It's like you have to let go of who you're not to find who you are. You know, don't go crazy.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I
um,
like that for sure.
yeah. So spread love. Don't be divisive. Who cares a fuck? Who gives a shit about
Yeah.
politics? This election's gonna be
Facts.
over in a week. It might be controversial. Some things might go down, but time passes.
At
COVID
the
will
end of the
pass.
day, at the end of the day, it's not gonna change who you are.
Not gonna change who you are.
Not gonna
Just be
change who you
yourself,
are.
bro. Like COVID feels like an eternity right now, but in 20 years, when everything's okay and you have a family and shit, it's just gonna be another memory. It's
Yep.
gonna be another thing that happened in
Another
time.
experience. And it's a learning
Exactly.
experience.
So
Yeah.
don't wake up and say, shit, quarantine, online
Yeah.
school. Do
Start a
something. You know,
start a podcast,
start
you
a
know what I'm saying?
podcast.
Do
Do
something.
what you want to do. Don't hold yourself back. So thank you guys for listening. This was a good one. I hope you guys made it to the very end.
Yes, sir.
Like, subscribe, check the socials. If you want to be a guest, email, whatever, bro. Let's get it. It's a journey. And yeah, any ending note?
No, sir. Appreciate you having me on. Like,
Of course.
can't wait to do
Anytime.
another, man. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Peace
All
out,
right,
y'all.
y'all.